Hello, everyone. Dr. Del Millers here. Happy New Year to you. Now, as we enter into not just a new year, but a new decade, imagine that, a new decade. I think it's only fitting that we talk about your next decade. So today I'd like to share with you 5 simple shifts in mindset, habits, and behaviors to help you get your sexy back and grow older without feeling old. Entering a new decade should be reason for celebration. However, it's often filled with fear, anxiety, doubt, and regret. Can you follow? Many of the clients I work with are women entering their 50s and beyond. And the common thread between most of them and others I've had the pleasure of talking with on the phone. I do my free health strategy calls, and I talk to a lot of people. And one of the common thread between the people I talk to is that they want to get their sexy back and feel young again, or at least not feel so darn old. Do you know what I mean? What do they mean by getting their sexy back? They want to regain their confidence, feel comfortable in their own skin, and love the shape they're in. So wherever you are in your life, I challenge you to think about what the next decade could look like for you. You may have to make some major or simple shifts in your mindset, habits, and behaviors in order to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be. So with that in mind, here are 5 simple shifts to get you on your way. Are you ready? The first, your future begins today. The first shift you have to make is to understand that your future begins today. There's an old saying that the future will bring whatever you show up with. So it makes no sense sitting around worrying about what's going to happen. The real question, or questions you should be asking yourself, is what do you want to see happen? What do you want your life to look like 5 or 10 years from now? What do you want your body to look like? How do you want to feel? And most importantly, why are all these so important to you? Why? Having a strong emotional reason why your goals are important to you will be your biggest motivating factor, especially when you're ready to give up on your dreams. So remember, your choices today will shape your future tomorrow. Which means you don't have to remain overweight or obese if you're willing to make better choices. You don't have to keep managing your diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or other lifestyle diseases if you're willing to make better lifestyle choices. You see, you don't have to remain in that emotional eating trap if you're willing to make new choices to feed your hunger and feel your feelings. In fact, this next decade could be a decade of transition into the beginning of a new, healthier, fitter, sexier, more confident you. As I said, many of my clients in their 50s, 60s, and beyond are healthier, fitter, sexier, and more confident than they were in their 30s and 40s. So why not you? Here's a second shift that you need to make. It's never too late to be what you might have been. It's never too late to be what you might have been. I talk to people every day who are disgusted with themselves. They tell me that the only time they look in the mirror is when they brush their teeth because they hate what they see. Some remember being fit and athletic in their younger days and wonder how on earth they allowed themselves to get so out of shape, overweight, or obese. Well, the good news is it's never too late to be what you might have been. As I've said before, many of my clients in their 50s, 60s, and beyond are healthier, fitter, sexier, and more confident than they were in their 30s and 40s. So why not you? Regret won't get you anywhere, but making new choices will. You don't have to like where you are, so use it as a starting point. Then ask yourself 2 questions. Where do you want to be? And number 2, how can you close the gap between where you are and where you want to be as quickly as possible. How can you close the gap between where you are and where you want to be as quickly as possible? Here's the third shift. It's not your age, it's your habits. It's not your age, it's your habits. Yes, I'm sure you've said it to yourself. We all have. I'm too old for this. But I assure you, age has very little to do with having the health, body, confidence, and sex appeal that you want. As long as you're willing to change your mindset, make new choices, and create new habits, your next decade could be your best ever. You see, at 54, I play tennis against guys half my age, and I'm able to run them around the court. I also play against guys in their 70s who are able to still beat me, okay? So it's not about your age. It's about the daily habits and choices you make. If your eat, move, sleep, live habits are not helping you to create a better, and by better, I mean healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life as you get older, you will end up looking and feeling much older than you need to be. So starting today, you can easily put more life in your years by changing one old habit and creating one healthier habit each week. Okay? Here's the next one. Start today. Start today. The vast majority of people I speak with on my free health strategy calls tell me how committed they are to transforming their lives. Yet months later, most are no further along than when we first spoke. Don't let this be you. If you're serious about changing your body and your life, start today. Commit to changing one old habit that is no longer serving you and creating one new habit that is going to take you closer to your goals. If you make it that simple, by the end of the month, you'll be much further along. One old habit, change one old habit, and create one new habit. Finally, my friends, the last shift I'm going to share with you today that I think is dramatically important is you will get further faster with help. You will get further faster with help. You see, most people never even get started because they don't know where to begin. Others fumble along, never quite getting the results they want because they don't really understand how to get results. Or maybe they don't have the right people in their corner to keep them accountable. Accountability is such an important part of reaching your goals. Or, to help inspire them. They don't have the people to help inspire them when they need a little inspiration. To lend them a helping hand when they need a little support. Or to have the right words for them when they need a little encouragement. So who's on your team? Who's in your corner? Who's there with you, committed to you, achieving your goals even more than you are? Remember, you will get further faster with a little assistance. So don't be one of those people who never even get started. Find yourself a great coach whose mission is to inspire, support, and encourage you along your journey. And most importantly, get results. You don't just want any coach. You need a habit coach. Someone who understands how to completely reprogram your brain's habit loop. I know this may sound a little self-serving because this is exactly what I do to my clients, with my clients, okay? So let's review what we've talked about so far. The 5 shifts. I think that if you commit to, your next decade could be your best ever. Number 1, your future begins today. Number 2, it's never too late to be what you might have been. Number 3, it's not your age, it's your habits. Number 4, start today. Start today. Don't put it off till tomorrow. And number 5, you will get further faster with help. So that's all I've got for you today. But, you can go to my website, personalfitness.com, and you can sign up for, my free health strategy call. You can spend an hour on the phone with me, for crying out loud. We just talk about how to get started. Well, how to get started is to ask for help. And here I am offering you help. On our call, I help people uncover the real problem causing them pain, help them to clarify what's working, not working, and where you want to go from here. And I help them to figure out how to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be as quickly as possible, and to also explore where you are in the cycle of change. Now, this is important. Many people don't think about this, but you need to think about where you are in the cycle of change. Some people are just in the pre-contemplation mode, which means they're not even start thinking about what they want to change yet. Some people are in the contemplation, they're thinking. Others are in the preparation. Very few people are in the actual action stage where they're ready to take action and to do what needs to be done. So I help you figure out where you are and how to move to the next stage, okay? You can sign up for my free health strategy call at personalfitness.com. Okay, so, another way you can get assistance from me is to join my free Facebook group, folks. Join my free Facebook group. And that is The Lifestyle Cure. The Lifestyle Cure. Just join my free Facebook group. I'm there every week. I'm there almost every day interacting with people. If you want to get a hold of me, that's the best place to get a hold of me. So we're talking about learning to get help. There's a lot of help available. And in order for you to reach your goals, you have to learn how to ask for help. So reach out. If I can be of assistance, join my free Facebook group. You'll be one of the people who have direct access to me. Let me also encourage you to sign up for my free webinar, folks. Get Your Sexy Back. That's my free webinar. And I call it that because, like I said, I've talked to a lot of women over the past year, and that's what they say they want. They want to get their sexy back. They want to regain their confidence, to lose the weight for good, to recover from whatever health issues they have going on, and to feel comfortable in their own skin, for crying out loud. That's what it means to get your sexy back, to be confident, to feel comfortable in your own skin, to love the shape you're in. How do you do that? How do you do that? I talk about that on my webinar. So sign up for my webinar. It's the most popular one I've done. I do it weekly because a lot of people have been asking about it. You can do that again at personalfitness.com. So check out what I have going on there. And, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos or to interact with my many pages. I appreciate it. And if I can be of assistance, you know where to reach me. But until then, as I always say, may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Talk soon.